and welcome here to Talk FCB, and welcome back after an absolutely crucial 3 points tonight. Now, we came into this game off the back of back-to-back defeats. We knew today we had to respond. Today I was looking for a much improved performance, but that didn't come. But at the end of it all, we're going to talk about that display now. We're going to talk about everything that happened in this game. But at the end of all of that, right now, it's a massive win. You cannot put a price on the 3 points that we've gained today with everything else that's happened in La Liga this weekend. We had to win. We simply had to win. And we have. Frenkie de Jong with the game-winning goal, assisted by Ferran. Let's discuss it right now. Because Xavi, right here, lined up with, I have to say, quite a similar team that the one that played in midweek against Athletic Club. What we had there in defence, once again, was Jordi Alba, Araujo and Piqué, but Serginho Dest there given a big opportunity at right-back coming in for Dani Alves. In midfield, Pedri started the game alongside De Jong and Busquets, with Luke De Jong back in the team with Abde and Ferran Torres alongside him, and those two players were interchanging throughout the game. Ferran actually spent quite a lot of this game out on the left-hand side there. You can see quite early on that he is able to play across both sides depending on what Xavi feels he needs. But I've got to say, guys, it was an unbelievably flat start to the game. And when I say start to the game, what I actually mean there is right the way up, I would say, until half-time. It was a really, really poor first-half performance from Barca. And I've been trying to work out exactly maybe why that was. Was it perhaps, in midweek, the fact that we went to extra time, then only 72 hours later we're having to play this game right here? Were we a bit tired, a bit fatigued there out on the field? I also heard Frenkie de Jong after the game say about the pitch, apparently in very, very difficult conditions there away at Alaves today. It was difficult to maybe pass the ball around in the way that we'd like, but at the same time, you've got to do more. You've got to give a bit more energy in the display. It was completely flat, very lethargic there, and we had very few chances. Luke de Jong there had a volley at goal, good build-up from Ferran and Pedri. That combination between those two players, I'm really looking forward to seeing how that progresses in future games, but de Jong there putting his volley wide of the mark, and to be honest, the closest effort came after a corner kick there that came in from Pedri, and it was a consistent theme throughout the game whereby Pedri would aim for the near post. I think we were hoping there to get some sort of flick on from Busquets, whoever was in that position, to flick it on, and then somebody coming in round the back. Alaves nearly put it into their own net, but I think Pedri by far and away in that first half, and indeed throughout the game, he was the main man in this team, leading us almost. His creativity was fantastic. He was actually there carrying the ball as well, running at Alaves and causing danger. He was the driving and beating heart between everything good that we were doing in this game. But like I say, the first half was a real struggle for Barca. And I was surprised at half-time with the fact there that Xavi did not make any subs whatsoever. And we did have to wait quite a long time before we had any changes in this game. But to be fair, we did start the second half in a better way. It was Frenkie there at the heart of things. Very, very good ball in behind Abde, who was using that pace to get in behind. He didn't have a good game today, unfortunately. Abde, too many times he gave it away, a bit erratic in his play, but you can see here he cuts it back, and Luke de Jong so close to getting onto that. I don't know there whether it's a bad ball from Abde. I think Luke de Jong is a bit on his heels as well. He was a bit slow in getting to that pass, but again, we were trying to create something, trying to do something a bit more positive, and there was a moment as well where a free kick came in from that right-hand side. It was drilled across goal. Again, Luke de Jong is there. He was in the sort of positions that you'd want to see him in, get something on it, but Piqué there can't quite convert the rebound, bouncing around. It was a real goalmouth scramble, but it just seemed at that point like it was going to be one of those days where Barca were drifting through the game, where nothing was really quite going our way. We weren't creating enough. We weren't really looking too much of a threat, and I was fearing the worst as we were heading into the latter stages of the game. Xavi did, though, on the 70th minute mark, make his first change of the game. It was Nico Gonzalez there who came on for Abde, and that was interesting sub in itself, because obviously that meant that you were taking off a forward and bringing on an extra midfielder. So Barca there were trying to get on the ball a bit more, and maybe just trying to pass our way and just create a little bit more there in and around the penalty area against Alaves, but there was still a lack of creativity. There was still a lack, I feel, of sustained pressure. At no point really in the game where you're thinking, we've got them where we want them, we can really now start to put the pressure on, and eventually that goal will come. And I was feeling very, very nervous, I've got to say, because this performance, it wasn't a good one. And I just think today, if we'd have left this game without winning it, especially now with this 2-week break, it would have been a nightmare. It would have been an absolute disaster to do that in terms of the press, in terms of the pressure, the fans, of course, what we were going to say after this. But that's why it was such a big moment, such a big goal. On the 87th minute mark there, Nico gets it in midfield. Alaves were very, very deep at this point, defending in their own box, over to Jordi Alba, and you have to say, very, very good ball from Alba. He actually sees the run of Ferran Torres, and this is what I want to point out here about Ferran. It's a brilliant run, and he is a really intelligent player, because this doesn't happen by accident. He's just snuck in there, around the back of Alaves. He's inch perfect in his run. You can see that there on the replay. The fact that it was up for debate whether he was actually going to be onside, but as you can see, that is perfectly timed, and once he's into that position, you know it's going to be a goal. You know we've made that breakthrough, because what he does is just cut the ball back to De Jong, which meant that, yes, De Jong was onside as well. Unselfish play from Ferran, and it's a good finish from De Jong, because yes, that is a tap-in, but at the end of the day there, keep your calm, keep your cool, because you could have easily there blazed that over, smashed it at the goalkeeper, but De Jong there lets the goalkeeper dive the other way, puts it back where it came from, and that is massive for Barca. It is a massive goal, and we were able to see that win through, because I was thinking, of course, even though it's a late goal that we scored, we've got to keep Alaves out now. We knew there was going to be pressure to come, and right in the last second, there was a corner from Alaves, swung in, they actually get their head on it, but Ter Stegen, I was so relieved to see him catch the ball, drop to the ground. Barca recording a victory here away at Alaves, and I just want to illustrate how key that is and why I feel this is such a big win, because as you can see here, the league table, Barca now moving up into 5th position, 1 place behind Atletico Madrid. We are 1 point off the top 4. Who is our next game against? It's at the Camp Nou. Finally, we're going to play at home again, and it will be against Atletico Madrid this weekend. Real Sociedad have dropped points, as have Rayo, as have Sevilla, as have Real Madrid. So today, such a big win, such a big moment. But look, guys, I am under no illusions whatsoever. Xavi has 2 big weeks here with his team. We've got to get on the training ground. We've got to get into the transfer market as well. I feel there is big work to be done before our next match. But we're going into this break with 3 points, thanks to Frenkie de Jong's winning goal. So, of course, guys, after a game like this, what I would really like to know is, how are you feeling? I'm sure there's going to be some strong feelings, some strong thoughts there on our performance today, but matched up as well now with that win. What do you make of it all? And how do you see now this 2-week break going? What do we need to do in that time to get us ready for a big month that is February? Some massive fixtures coming up for us. And like I say, we know we have to improve. Let me know those thoughts down below. I will see you soon, of course. The videos will still be continuing, because there's going to be plenty to discuss. I will see you then for all of that. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, knowing that we've won. Thank you, guys. And until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.